Hi everybody, it's Joan again from Joan's Designs and Creations. It's me how I make my roses, so I just wanted to take a few minutes and do that. They are very easy to make, extremely easy to make. I'm going to make this size, and it is only about 1.5 inches, but you can make them any size that you want by adding more layers, and you'll see how I do that. I am going to do it with a circle cutter that is 1.5 inches, and that came in my case that I have the multiple shapes in. I got this from Amazon, and I got it a while ago. So I'm just taking whatever color clay you want, whatever kind of color roses. They could be deep colors, they could be light pastel colors, and they can be even variegated. You can use different kinds at once. So after I work my clay, okay, because you want to do that to make sure that you don't get any bubbles in it, and it will dry funny and crack on you. Hi, Heidi. So I'm just working it into a circle, okay? And this is a mixture of clay, a couple different people's together, because I wanted to get a lighter color. I wanted to work with a lighter color pink. This is the colors that I worked with the other day. You've seen my pictures that I made, different roses arrangements, whether they were in cups or they were in ice cream cones. And this is sticking a little bit. I think I got some glue on there. Okay. So after I roll out my clay, take my circle cutter and just cut out some circle shapes. And what you want to do is you want to pull your clay from the circle. You don't want to pull the circle from the clay. You can make these as fat as you want or as thin as you want. I have mine about 1/4 inch thick. So what I'm going to do is cut out 7 circles. That's the magic number that I like. And this is in this shape of a circle. Again, just cutting those circles out. So far, simple, right? Nice and simple. If you use a smaller piece or a bigger piece of clay, it gets out of shape when you start cutting them out. So I'm just going into where it is smooth and using that one. Okay. So I got 7 circles cut out. Put my clay away so it doesn't dry out. And from these 7 circles, I'm going to get 2 roses. Okay, easy. Cut out 7 circles. Anybody can do that. So now I'm going to take these 7 circles and lay them on top of each other. So we start out with 1, 2, and we're just putting them overlapping each other by a little bit. Okay? Just lining them up 7 in a row. Just push them together, and they're wet clay, so it will stay together. So now we have a string of 7 circles. Nice and easy, right? Okay. So the next step is I take my cookie lifter, my chopper, whatever straight line you have, you can use. And I'm cutting them in half. Okay, just separating them in half. And I'm doing it long ways. So now I have 2 halves. Okay, they were together. Now I separate them. Okay, that's easy too. Okay, then we take the back side where they overlap and it comes on the top. This was our front side. So I'm going to take it on the back side. So I have the back side, and then I'm just going to roll it. Roll it into like a little log. And you're overlapping those petals. And there is our rose. Super easy. That's one. Then I take my second one. Okay, the circles are going to your left. Start with your right hand and just roll it in on each other. The tighter you roll it, the smaller of the rows you'll have. And then there is your rose. Very simple to make. And I hope you've all enjoyed that. And you can watch it over and over again and see how we do that. Thank you for joining me.